Hey guys, I want to do a video on what you need to make your own snares. You know, this is a little 15-inch 3/64 snare. Uh, Before I start, I want to thank everybody who has ordered snares off of eBay or has sent me money orders. Um, I didn't really think I'd sell that many, and I have been really selling them, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys. I get a lot of comments, a lot of emails back. You know, really liking the snares, and they're saying they work pretty good. You know, they work real good. So I am so thankful to you guys for buying the snares, and I'm glad you like them. And I'm just going to keep making and making and making, making more snares. And me and the boys can't wait to use them next trapping season. But let's get down to what you really need. Um, First, you're going to need tools. You're going to need a way to cut the cable. And I just use a pair of vice grip Leatherman tools. Needle nose, I like the round needle nose. The curved needle nose, because I can get the angle a lot better. Um, you know, they're not expensive, 10, 15 bucks, something like that. What your most expensive tool is going to be is get over here, your hand swagger. And let me get it up here. It's got different ones. It goes from 1/16 up to, I think it's an 1/8. But this you can order offline, but you're going to pay like $50, $60. I got this at Home Depot. I think it was like $27 plus tax. It's a lot cheaper to buy them at your local hardware store than buying them offline. So, always remember that, because I've looked at them and they're like $50 or $60 for this same exact thing, and I spent at Home Depot for 30 bucks. Okay, your wire. This is a 1/16 by 7 by 7. That was 100 foot. They range anywhere. 100 foot range anywhere between $5 and $8. This was a 500 foot of 1/16 by 1/19. I think it ran me like 14 bucks. This was a 500 foot of 3 by 64s, 1/19. I think it ran me like 14 bucks as well. So it varies from where you get them. And I will leave the 4 places I use in the description below, so you guys can check out the sites. And hold on just a minute. Sorry, Eric went to jump in the middle here. But I will leave the 4 places I go and I order from in the description, so you can check out their websites. I won't be leaving a link. I'll just put the name down and you guys look it up. But you're going to need, these are button stops. This goes on the end of your snare right there. You can buy these by the dozen for like $2.50. I buy 100 at a time for like, I pay like $5, $6 for 100 of these. And the same with these. These are your double ferrules. These are for this part. Whoops, sorry. So, these are the 3/16. 3/64. I pay about the same, but I buy this. These are the button stops of the 3/64, and I get them in copper because I can't find them anywhere else. In aluminum. So 100 of these cost me $8. So, next will be your locks. This is your locks right here. I use these mini micro locks. They fit the 1/16 and 3/64 easy. I like them. You know, it helps keep the weight down on your snare. Now for the larger like the 25, 27, 31 inches, you know, I use these. These are Sure Locks, 1/16. These are simple to put on. You know, it's simple. Now your whammy or your collar, this is to hold. You know, you use a piece of wire to stick in there, and it helps secure your snare. Now you can buy these by the hundred, and you're gonna pay $9. I'm not. I'm a cheap ass, and I'm not gonna pay $9 for 100 of these little collars or whammies. You know, little tube. I went to Home Depot and I bought a roll of it. Here, let me get down here. For $3.59, $3.49, and I could probably get about 500 or 600 of these. So I'm not going to do that. And plus, it keeps down on the weight of the snare. Now you can go get metal, like a wiring, for your collar or your whammy, or you can get a heavier one. But this just puts a lot of weight, and those were $9 a 100, and those were $9 a 100. So you know, if you want a heavy snare, you know, it's going to be, if you put this on this, it's going to weight it down a lot more. You know, this little collar right here, that little plastic tube works just as good, and it helps keep down on the weight. You put 6 of these in your backpack, in your pack, you know, with this, you're adding, they might not weigh a lot individually, but you put 6 or 12 of them, it's going to give you more weight. So I hope you guys understand. But usually, you know, that's really what you need, and you need a way to load them. And what I did, loading them, let me stand up here. You know, some people uses a metal rod or something like that. Me, I went, and yes, my wife got pissed off because I put a board on the wall. I screwed in a board and used a landscape timber to load my snares. And loading your snares is getting the circle. And I'll do a video later on about that. But you know, you're starting out, including your tools. You know, if you have these, you don't have to worry about buying them, and you can use a regular pair of needle nose. I just like the curved pair because it makes it easier for me. But you're going to run, starting out, you know, 100 foot of wire, then, you know, your double ferrules and your button stops and your collars and your hand swagger. You know, it could cost you up to about anywhere between $75 to $100 starting off making snares. And trust me, you're going to make a lot of mistakes when you start making snares. Hold on, I'll be right back and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm back. This is a good load snare. You can overload them. See that? I overloaded it. Here's another one I overloaded. So, you know, and I still make mistakes. And it's frustrating. You know, you get them all cut out and everything, and then you just put a little bit too much tension, and you overload them, and you can't use this. You know, I try to straighten them out to use as a an extension, but some of them just can't do it. But anyway, I don't want to make this video long. If you have any comments, any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them. Like I said, I am no snare making expert. I am still learning. I watch videos. I talk to people to learn tricks of the trade, make it easier on me to make a better snare. So I'm learning with you guys. And that's the fun part of learning. You know, making stuff, you're always learning. But again, I want to thank everybody who has purchased them. It's a great feeling to me that you guys feel confident enough in me to purchase snares from me. Because like I said, I'm no professional snare builder or anything like that. I'm no expert trapper. I'm no expert snareman. I'm learning. But if I could share this with you and you guys start building your own as well, you know, you're going to save money. You're going to gain a skill. You're going to be able to make your own snares in order to help provide food for you and your family. And besides, these in a SHTF situation, you're going to be able to trade and barter with these. Because this is going to be almost like gold along with traps and stuff like that. So, you know, if you start making your own, you can sell them, you can trade them, you can barter them, you know, now or in a SHTF situation. And you always have a way to get your food. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Everybody, again, thank you guys. You guys are the best. And if you have any questions, you know, ask me and I will try to answer them the best I can. And if I don't know what the answer is, I will find somebody to answer it for you. All right, everybody, be safe and bye.